Good morning. I hope you all had a great weekend. We had a bank holiday here in the UK, so this is our first day back to work because we had a 3-day weekend. Very nice. Shame we couldn't go out more and do something with it, but with the problems at the moment, we just enjoyed some quiet time at home. Me, hubby, and good old Boo Boo the dog. Anyway, I was playing around and I came to thinking about napkins. Now, as those of you that have watched my videos before be aware, I love envelopes and using napkins on envelopes, but you can't always find, or I can't, the design on the napkin that I want. So what I did was I took my 3-ply napkin, and obviously the top layer I'm going to keep with these lovely gingerbread boy and girl for my Christmas journals when I'm doing those. Now the middle layer, which has got a small amount of print on, it's almost like the run over from the top layer, I often use as a background for making my faux handmade papers. So I set that aside. And very often the very bottom page I end up using as, well, a mop-up tissue really. And I thought, I wonder if I can actually create the napkin I want with stamping. So I had a play and I decided it worked quite well. So let's just do a little bit here now. I'm currently, oh my goodness, I can't get any words out today. I'm currently creating a architectural style journal, and I'm unable to find any architectural napkins. Well, I'm not surprised really, because obviously it's not the sort of thing most people want with their lunch. So I decided that what I could do is try this out. Hopefully it's going to work, and if it does, then I can use my own unique napkin for my journal. So these are obviously just some stamps that are of stamps. Here I've got a Stampers Anonymous Tim Holtz fabric remnants. I'm not quite sure. Oh, it is actually called Fragments. Excuse me. So let's have a little look at this one. Now obviously you don't want to watch me stamping all day long, because there's nothing clever or unique about it. You all know how to stamp. But what I did do was I discovered that it works, and it works very, very well. So if I just tear this out, and I'll show you what I mean. Because I did wonder, oh well, you know, is it special ink that's used on napkins, which is why it works when we use them for decoupage, but it appears that the stamping ink will work perfectly well. This is just my PVA that's been diluted, and if I just poke him on, you can see that that works perfectly well. It doesn't make the ink run. So I am able to create, obviously it's a bit shiny at the moment because it's wet, I'm able to create my own napkins to make unique decoupage to go with my book. So I'm very pleased with that. So that was idea 1 that I played with over the weekend. And then idea 2 was with trying to create paper lace. So I took some of the laces that I have and I popped them into my photocopier. And this lovely crochet doily lace and this one, and then this one, and then this beautiful tablecloth, or section of a tablecloth. I was very pleased with them. Again, they worked out very well, very simple. So what I thought I would do is I would use this one to create a topper. So if I get my tear ruler and I tear out the image that I want as my topper, then I can work out how much of my lace that I want. So I'm not as brave as some makers. Whilst I like the torn look, to tear by hand usually gives me some really skew-whiff image, which I'm not particularly happy about. Now, because this paper's not particularly precious, because obviously it's only a photocopy, I'm going to deliberately choose the part of the pattern that I want, rather than using it sparingly in the way that I might if I was using scrapbooking paper or something like that. So I'm thinking I want her about there. So tear that one off there, and then we want her to about there, and then obviously we don't want this edge. Now let's see how wide we need it for her. I think about there. And then what I'm thinking is that obviously if I put some cheesecloth or whatever in between, then I'm going to create myself multi-layers very easily. But because I've stuck my lace in my printer, I'm just trying to separate this rather than using it a big piece like that. I've actually stretched my stash a little bit, so we sort of pop that on there and pop her on there. I've got quite a nice little topper for a page or a journal. I was quite pleased with that. So in true journaling style, let's ink up my centre image. So what have you all been doing over the weekend? Did you manage to get out and about or do anything nice, or was you just quiet and resting like we were? Although I've got to be honest and say we were a bit crazy Monday, yesterday. I don't know if we've been stuck indoors for too long, but we actually broke out the grandchildren's paddling pool, filled it up, put on our cozies and sat in the garden in the paddling pool. And at one point hubby said, if you close your eyes you could be in Mallorca. And I was like, no, not quite, it's really not doing it for me. He's a bit of a nutter. But we did have a little splash around, we did have a giggle. The dog ran for her life because she's terrified of water. You wouldn't believe that a 50-kilo Rottie could be scared of a bit of water, but there you go. So in case Dad got a bit overexcited and splashed her, she went running off. So all I'm going to do now is just zigzag some glue down there. I'm going to pop my cheesecloth on there, very random. I'm going to glue up my image. Am I in frame? Are you seeing all this? I think so. I think actually I've got you a bit low, you're a bit close. My hands look enormous, but there you go. And then I'm just going to pop her semi-central on that printed tablecloth lace. And there is my topper with my printed lace. I think that works quite well. So there you go, another little 10-minute quickie of what I'm doing and why. I hope you haven't yet decided I'm a total loon and you're happy to keep watching. Thank you to everyone that's subscribed. It's not huge numbers yet, but we are into double figures, so thank you, I really appreciate it. Stay safe and I'll see you soon.